ஹாய், ஹலோ, வந்தனே, நமஸ்தே, நமஸ்காரம். மக்களே, நான் தான் உங்கள் டாம் தமிழ் கேமல். இன்னைக்கு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம ஏஷியா கப் 2023 தான் ஆட போகிறோம். இன்னைக்கு சுத்த மேட்ச் ஃபியூச்சர்ஸ் பார்த்துக்கோங்க. ரவுண்ட் ஒன், அதாவது இந்தியா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் மேட்ச் இந்தியாவும் நேபாளும், அப்புறமா பாகிஸ்தான், பங்களாதேஷ் அண்ட் ஸ்ரீலங்கா வர்சஸ் ஆப்கானிஸ்தான். அண்ட் ஐயோ இருங்க, ஐயோ இதுலையே then next will be Nepal versus Afghanistan, and Bangladesh versus Sri Lanka, and ஒன்று அடுத்த மேட்ச் இந்தியா வர்சஸ் பாகிஸ்தான். அதுக்கப்புறம் இந்தியா வர்சஸ் ஸ்ரீலங்கா, இந்தியா வர்சஸ் ஆப்கானிஸ்தான், இந்தியா வர்சஸ் பங்களாதேஷ். மறுபடியும் இது நடந்தா எத்தனை ரவுண்டு? 10 ரவுண்டா? 10 ரவுண்டு. ஓகே, உள்ள போகலாம். என் கூட ஜீவன். ஹாய் ஜீவன், வாங்க ப்ரோ. வெல்கம் டு மை சேனல். தேங்க்யூ. ஐயோ பேக் வந்துட்டேனே. ஏ அப்கோர்ஸ் இந்தியா. நீ குழந்தை கூட்டின்னு வந்து விட்டா டெஸ்டா? நோ நோ நோ. அங்கே இன்ட்ரெஸ்டாக காட்டுது. எங்கள் டீம் பார்த்தா லைன் அப்பு எப்படி காட்டுது? கேஎல் ராகுல், வேறு யார் இருக்கா? சஞ்சு சாம்சன் எடுத்துக்கலாம். ஓகே, சூரியகுமார் யாதவ், ஹார்திக் பாண்டியா, ஜடேஜா, பூம்ரா, முகமது ஷமி, குல்தீப் யாதவ், அஸ்வின் இருக்கான், சஹால் இருக்கான். சஹால் எடுத்துக்குவோம். குல்தீப் எடுத்துருவோம். பூம்ரா பதில் தீபக் சஹால். இந்த பக்கம் யாருன்னு தெரில. வாங்க, மேட்ச் செட்டிங் என்ன வைக்கலாம்? கஸ்டமைஸ்டு. இது எங்கே வைக்கலாம்னா ஹோஸ்ட்டு துபாய் கிரிக்கெட் கிரவுண்டில் வைக்கலாம் மக்களே. துபாய் கிரிக்கெட் கிரவுண்ட் 2 PM hard match setting, automa, rain reduced. Okay, pitch try hard, normal. Okay, இவன் கூட எதுக்கு வாங்க. உள்ளே போயிட்ட மக்களே. ஆனால் கலர் தான் ஒரு மாதிரி ஆகுது, எதுக்குன்னு தெரில. பிச்சுது கலர் தான் ஒரு மாதிரி ஆகுதுல.
We're live this afternoon from Dubai International Cricket Stadium.
Dubai.
You join us for this one-day match between India and
Dubai
Nepal.
main road.
I'm Mike Atherton, and
Dubai
with me for this
Kurkasindi.
match is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the dashing David Gower.
Well, thanks, Others, for such a glowing introduction. So I've been taking a look at the conditions to see what the captains might decide at the toss.
Yes.
And it really does seem like a batter's paradise.
Of course, yes.
Don't think the bowlers were getting a lot of help on this pitch. And as far as the weather goes, a beautiful day for cricket. You'll certainly need your sunnies.
Nice information there from David Gower. We go out
அதாவது
to the middle now. Big decision
இப்போ
coming up.
பேட்டிங் ஆடுறவங்க தான் நல்லா இருக்குது, பாலிங் எடுத்தீங்கன்னா நீ வந்துட்டு இந்த மேட்ச் நெக்கின்னு போயிடுவ அப்படின்றாங்க. இந்தியா வந்த டாஸ் என்ன சொல்லுங்க, பேட்டா பாலா பாலா பேட்டா பேட்டு எடுக்கணும்.
Looking like a batting paradise out there. Easy
Batting
decision, and the
paradise
captain will
out
be hoping
there.
the team can get
Oh.
plenty of runs on the board.
கொத்த வந்தானோ.
Right, so we're ready to get underway. Always something special about that first delivery. It can really set the tone for the match. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Off the mark with
There'll be one run here for them.
Sharma gets off the mark.
A new batter always likes to feel
Shubman
bat
Gill.
on ball early on as they bring a
The
bit of
man in
energy to
form.
the crease. Couldn't get it through the field.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Misses everything.
misses everything.
Bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
ஆக்சுவலி இந்த டீம் ட்ரெஸ் இத்தானான்னு தெரில எனக்கு. ஐயோ
Out. Caught.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
விராட் கோலி 233 ஓடியா இல்லையா, வாய்ப்பு இல்லையா.
Nice timing. Good batting. Won't get to the boundary. A couple on offer here.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Straight to the fielder.
Straight to the fielder.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
4 runs added in the
India
over.
versus Nepal.
India are 1
The
for
Asia
4.
Cup first match.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the bridge end. Well placed. Should get a single.
I'm playing to the hardest match.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking
அதனால ஒரு
drive.
wicket
Could have been worth
போயிடுச்சு.
more.
ஆனால் கொஞ்சம் பிச்சு கலர் தான் கொஞ்சம் சரியில்லை, ஏன் எப்படி இருக்குதுன்னு தெரில.
Great
What a
shot.
shot.
Placement exquisite.
ரோஹித்
Just
சர்மா ரன்
perfection.
வருமா,
A
வருது
majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that.
கோலியா,
Raced away to the boundary.
ஏ வாலர் கோலியா, எஸ் கோலி.
Gets back and punches it beautifully.
சேம் பால்.
Well, it was hammered away,
Repeated.
timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. Runs coming very easily. Hit that hard. Nailed it.
You
Nailed
don't
it.
chase those down. Brilliantly timed off the back foot, and that's raced to the boundary.
வேற லெவலில் ஆடுற ரோஹித் சர்மா இவங்க.
That last ball
Pablo
isn't
வந்துட்டாரு.
something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't
Virat
want to
Champion
be giving
வந்துட்டாரு.
easy runs away.
போடு,
Into
back
the
to back
gap.
boundary.
Nice shot.
Good return there, back from the deep. Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
3 runs ஓடி இருக்கலாம். போடு,
That's right off the meat of the bat.
6.
That's gone a long, long way. Well and truly into the 20s now, and surely looking towards a big score.
வேற லெவல் ஷாட்ல. விராட் கோலி, விராட் கோலி.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Run away to the boundary.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Put that away nicely.
Cover drive na kohli na
That
cover
showed
drive.
great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
A boundary of the
Orthan
last
vedike
ball.
paathunikra
Is it a
makkale,
sign
vedike
they're
paakra.
trying to push the run rate?
Oh,
There'll be runs here.
இன்னொரு run ana அடிச்சிடா.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot. Good running.
Really good shot there.
Boundary.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. They'll get at least one.
Vanna.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Misfield பண்ணிட்டா மக்களே. Misfield.
Doesn't even wait to
அது
see
ரோஹித்
if the
சர்மா தான்
ball's going
பண்றான்.
to do anything. Onto the front foot.
ரோஹித் சர்மா
Punches
தான்
it
அங்கே
away to the
வச்சிருக்கான்.
boundary.
இந்த பந்தை விட்டுட்டான். பவுண்டரி போய் விட்டது.
Middle that one. Great timing.
And that run away to
Always
the
back in the ball
ball.
there. Drives the ball away
Ball,
nicely and
double one
picked the gap at cover
ball.
very well.
எப்படி தூக்கி அடிக்கிறான்
A little
பாருங்க.
short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already,
Early
makes
shot.
it very easy to score.
கோலி
That's
control.
wild. Nothing elegant
Control.
about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Hey,
Drives and misses everything.
நடாச்சே.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my
கொஞ்சம் பாராட்ட
reckoning.
கூடாது. வைடா.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
அடி ஆட்றா தூக்கி 6 போ. ஐயோ.
Wow, that's missed a lot.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
That's the 50 partnership
Ambadhar
between these
partnership,
two,
ah.
gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Gets onto the back foot quickly,
Rohit
and that's
Sharma
just flown.
in form.
This is where they can be so good because they
Yeah,
were
good,
so
yeah.
quick to get back and onto this.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
6.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the
Six.
space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it
Six,
just
Makale,
keeps
six.
going.
We are gonna hit that to the boundary, over the boundary to 6.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball.
Four
It'll
are
be
they? Six are.
interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
4 ரன் மக்களே.
Nicely played.
Had to clear the
Six.
front leg in order to get under the ball and did brilliantly to hit it straight back over the bowler's head.
Six மக்களே. வேற level six.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with
Rohit
to
Sharma
slow
back-to-back
this batting.
six.
Right in the slot,
Sixer.
right where they
Ayyo,
like
four.
it. The ball races to the boundary.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Sharma has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Missed the ball.
Just threw the shot too early.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Boundary. பிடிச்சிட்டான்.
A brilliant throw in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Great shot. At least one on offer. A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Onto the front
Phone
foot and
மக்களே
punched it
பாப்போம். லைக்
nicely.
பண்ணுங்க,
Would
கமெண்ட்
have hoped
பண்ணுங்க,
to find
ஷேர்
the
பண்ணுங்க,
rope.
மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிடுங்க. அதான் உங்க டாம் தமிழ் கேமர். லோகோ கொஞ்சம் கிரியேஷன்ல இருக்கு அண்ட் இன்ட்ரோ கூட கிரியேஷன்ல இருக்கு. ஸோ அது வந்து
Beaten on the drive.
Misses out
Mostly
there
next
on the
week.
short and wide
இந்த
one.
லோகோவோ இதுவோ நான் அப்லோட் பண்ண வேண்டியதாக இருப்பேன். ஸோ பார்க்கலாம். நல்லா இருந்துச்சுன்னா கண்டிப்பாக கமெண்ட் பண்ணணும். No.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call made in the end.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Bowler. நீ ரொம்ப ஸ்லோப்பா. ஐயோ.
Needs a direct hit.
Nice running between the wickets,
விக்கெட்
clipping
கீப்பர்
the
இங்க
pads
வந்து தூக்கி
and not
போடுறாங்க
the bat.
டைரக்ட். குமார் மக்களே எங்க இருக்கீங்க இன்னைக்கு? வீக்கெண்ட் அதுமா யாருமே காணோம் இன்னைக்கு. எங்க போயிட்டீங்க?
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
அவன் இருந்தா இருந்துட்டு போறான். நம்மளோட அவனை பிடிச்சிடுறான் பால.
Exactly where you want your fielders to throw as a wicketkeeper, right over the top of the stumps. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Find the field.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Immaculate timing there.
It was lovely footwork. A great shot, a glorious shot actually to get back and play it like that.
That's
A
a
real
beautiful
beauty.
shot.
Just times it so well.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
வந்தா பிடிக்க மாட்டேங்கிறான்.
That was strong running. They did think about the third, but I think in the end rightly held off.
கரெக்ட். ஐயோ
Well taken. Had a lot of work
Out
to
at
do
Arasava.
and held on to a great catch.
கொஞ்சம் இந்த பக்கம் வச்சிருக்கணும். தீக்கம் கையில் கொடுத்துட்டேன்.
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
Supreme display of
New batter
batting.
comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a
ஐயோ
wicket.
விராட் கோலி அவுட் ஆயிட்டாங்க.
Good bit of timing there.
That is an amazing half century.
ரோஹித்
Just
சர்மா 50
mammoth
ரன்
stroke
அடிச்சிட்டாரு.
making. Such an impressive
T20
stint at
ஆடுறாரு,
the
ODI
crease so
T20
far.
ஆடுறாரு.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
You could see by
Oh.
how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
ரோஹித் சர்மா இன்னைக்கு லபு
That
செஞ்சுரி
was a
அடிப்பாரா
massive
மாட்டாரா?
shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
பாரு 60 ரன் 20 பால். ஓ
Just
அழகா
need to
கையெடுத்தாரு.
settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Good piece
No.
of fielding to stop some runs.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
ஓ
Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
ரெண்டு 6 ஸ்ட்ரெயிட் 6 இது.
Great shot, great timing.
He's off the mark with the boundary.
That was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Shreyas Iyer. ஆமா ஸ்ரேயஸ் டெஸ்ட் இல்ல ஓடி ஆட மாட்டானா?
Dismisses that for 4. A bit of West Indian flair to that.
West
That's
Indian
the kind
player
of shot you
Indian
just
da.
stand and admire.
Not West Indian.
Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep the control and find
Indian.
the boundary.
Good.
Big edge. Where's that going?
Boundary.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough to get on it for 4.
நான் கேள்வி கேக்குறேன். Where it's
A
going now?
wonderful
Boundary
delivery
cover.
to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
ஐயோ.
What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
ஸ்ரேயஸ் தூக்கி அடிச்சு
So that's the third wicket down, trudging off the field. They're well and truly into the middle order now.
We'll have
Lots
one
of pressure
left hand
coming into
batsman
bat.
to the
We'll have to wait though to face their first ball. That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
No one.
Punched out of the middle of the bat with great timing. It's raced to the boundary.
Hits that
uppercut.
well onto the back foot and cracks it away.
Excellent batting. Marching towards the 100 now with that boundary.
20 runs added there. India are 3 for 130.
Upper cut ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, upper cut by ರೋಹಿತ್ ಶರ್ಮಾ.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Couldn't have played that any better.
Any better.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
Do they go full? Do they go
இது ஒரு
short?
ஏசியா
A lot to
கப்
ponder after
ஆகஸ்ட்ல
the
வரப்போகுது.
boundary.
6 teams ஆட போறாங்க.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just
6.
incredible.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot.
జడేజా.
Driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
సిఎస్కే లక్ష్యమా చేసిన షాట్.
Wonderful
Last round
batting
ball
at the
now.
moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond. That's off the middle of the bat.
Well, this is
Thank
why
you,
you need to
Adikira
be
Makri.
so
Patwa.
precise as a bowler. Didn't do much wrong, but it's been hammered for 4 anyway.
జడ్డు బాయ్.
Perfect
straight
technique
shot
and
allame.
placement.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punch that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
போடு இந்த பக்கம் தூக்கி அடிக்கிறோம்.
Absolutely nailed it.
6.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Out.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that
Vela,
ball
vela.
away to the
Out,
boundary.
76 runs லகறான்.
Timed
வேற
that
level shot இது.
perfectly.
Still needed to be put away, short, in the zone, dealt with in
ஏன்
some
வேலரண்ட்க்கு
style.
வர மாட்ற? வேலரண்ட் வரலையா? வேலரண்ட் வந்தா சரி வியூஸே வர மாட்டேங்குதுயா இவனு.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down again. Misses everything.
Oh.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
ஆமாயா. இல்ல வேலரண்ட் வந்திருப்பான் நானு. சரி கிரிக்கெட் தான் வருதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு கிரிக்கெட் போடுறேன்.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Did well just to get it down towards
Adikila.
third for some runs.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Single. Ready
There's
to
trouble
go.
here.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
இன்னைக்கு மாஸ்டர் இல்ல கொஞ்சம் லேட்டா ஆக சொல்லி வரதுக்கு. இன்னைக்கு என்ன பௌர்ணமியா?
Beautiful slower delivery, just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
10 runs added there. India are 3 for 164. The right armour is coming into the attack from the bridge end.
கமெண்ட்
There'll
மக்களே
be one run
லைக்
here for
பண்ணுங்க
them.
கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிடுங்க மக்களே.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
போயிடு.
Well, you can't fault that shot.
ஐயோ,
Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball.
Not
The
a good
first
thing, yeah.
step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Thought about a single, decided against it, and probably for the
மக்களே எங்க
better.
போயிட்டீங்க? இன்னைக்கு யாரும் இல்லையே, எங்க போனீங்க?
Nice solid defensive shot.
Right on top of the spin, keeps it out well.
Super shot.
யார்கிட்ட? இவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் நல்ல 50 ரன்ஸா? ஆல் அடிச்சிட்டாங்க.
Getting nicely settled at the
ஆமா
crease
26
now.
ரன்.
Would have been really happy with that last shot. Confident appeal. Could it be?
Could it be? No.
A new bowler is coming into the attack.
மறுபடியும் வா வாடா. இன்னொரு அடிச்சிடலாம் வாடா டேய்.
Nice timing, good
Miss you.
batting,
Very good
won't
batting,
get to the
no.
boundary.
ஏன் போகாது?
It was
போயிடுமே.
wide and suitably dealt with.
அந்த போட்டுட்டா.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
A little late on that, no run scored.
சும்மா அடிச்சிருந்தாலே போயிருக்கும். Aye.
Straight to the fielder.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Right call has been made in the end.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
அதான வாட்டி.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
ரைட் ஷர்மாடா.
Don't mind
Rohit
getting hit
Sharma.
for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder. A couple on offer here.
Sharma is now just one away from 100. No doubt we'll see the field come up now. They're not going to make it easy for them.
Hey, ரோஹித் சர்மா 99 மக்களே. ரோஹித் சர்மா 99.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
100. என்ன ஓடுறாரு? 101 மொய் வெச்சிட்டார் மக்களே. 101 ரோஹித் சர்மா.
A century full of brilliance. They've been so composed right from ball 1.
6. Boundary. இன்னொரு பவுண்டரி. பா ஃபீல்டர் ரிப்பீட்டர் பாத்தீங்களா மக்களே? 6 இந்த பக்கம் இல்ல, பீரியடே ஒன்றும் இல்லை. ஓகே பார்த்துக்கலாம்.
Lamishane from the bridge end.
லாமிஷேன் பேரா பாத்தியா? ஆய் வைடு. தும் தத்தா எத பத்தா.
Doesn't beat the infield. Good pickup. Big chance.
No.
Great shot through the gap.
And that's gonna be the boundary. No. Agale. Ball
Good return there, back from the deep.
No, 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 no.
Gone. Excellent catch, close to the bat.
Another one gone, the 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some
Rohit
very good
Sharma
bowling.
outdated மக்களே.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk
அதனால
straight
என்ன?
back. They'll just
ஜடேஜா
want to get this
இருக்காரு.
first one
ரோஹித்
behind them
சர்மா இருக்காங்க.
and then push on. Times it nicely.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Lamachani will be disappointed with that delivery.
கமான் மக்களே, லைக் பார்க்குறோம், லைக் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Just
Fielding a
perfection, a
matanga,
majestic
fielding a
shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க?
High in the air. This should be an easy chance. Simple as you like. Didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in the over.
Rohit Sharma, Suryakumar Yadav. பிடிச்சிட்டா.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A good start, but that's all they've managed. They did the hard work and threw it away in the end.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
பா அவுட்டா? அம்மா ஜஸ்ட் மிஸ். ஏய்
They'd look for a couple here.
That was a beautiful bit of fielding in the deep, straight over the stumps.
எஸ். நீ என்ன சொல்றது எனக்கு தெரியாது. ஸ்டூபிட் guys.
Back go the stumps. Missed the straight ball.
Oh no, என்ன ட்ரை பண்ண போனா?
Really getting into the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
Hardik
With the
Pandya.
fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Solid defence, very compact.
Just slowing things down. Nothing to risk on that delivery, just keeping the bowler honest.
There'll be runs here.
It was just a little bit wide. Well picked up and guided nicely down towards third.
End of the over, 4 off it. India are 6 for 201.
What?
Flew away with pace, brilliant timing.
Just a
Sanju
little bit
Samson.
of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
It can be very disheartening seeing good
Kodra,
deliveries
kodra,
smacked
six run
around.
rate, vara
Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Nice shot.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still
எல்லாரும்
raced
வச்சு
to the
300
rope.
அடிச்சிடுறோம் மக்களே. 20 ஓவர்ஸ்ல மேட்ச் முடிச்சிடுறோம் மக்களே.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position
அந்த கால்
nicely, just
குள்ளந்து
too
போகுது
early on the
மக்களே,
shot.
கால் குள்ளந்து.
Couldn't find a gap.
Oh no.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
கமெண்ட் மக்களே, லைக் பார்க்கணும், லைக் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க மக்களே.
Nicely clipped off the pads.
early shot மக்களே, early shot.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Drives and misses everything.
Lamachani
அடிக்க
with a
மாட்டேங்கிறான்,
superb
miss
delivery.
ஆயிடுச்சு.
Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
What?
Saw that early. No one's catching
Okay.
that. Great shot.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
போறா? Hardik Pandya, Hardik Pandya, Hardik Pandya, Pandya day.
Thrust the pad at it.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Hardik Pandya.
Great shot.
Nothing really wrong with the
Samsung
delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Super shot that.
எல்லாம் எங்கே வச்சுன்னுக்குறான்?
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
போடு
Timed that brilliantly.
6டா
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
வேற லெவல் ஷாட் இது
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
6டா
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
ரெடிகுலஸா டேய்
I'd like to see them aim for the
Yeah,
top of
ridiculous
off
and so
now.
down.
As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
பவுண்டரி இல்லது புடிச்சுடா
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Big over there, 24 from it.
24
India are
from
6 for 244. Thick edge.
எட்ஜ்
Just threw the shot too early.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Well timed,
ஐயோ
but there's a fielder out there.
Good return there, back from the deep. There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run out in the end.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
நோ டவுட் போய்டும்
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all.
150
Poor play.
வந்துட்ட மக்களே
That's mistimed. It's gone high. Should be gone. Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
யா ஹார்திக் பாண்டியா
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
டாட்டா ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணன்றான்
Immediately underway with some runs.
Great
Hey,
shot.
hey, 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 hey,
At least
hey.
one on offer. Easy catch.
இவனும் போயிட்டானே.
Didn't have to move really.
ஐயோ ஐயோ
Really tried to push the scoring along and managed to do so for a while, but in the end, it's just one risk too many.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Misses. They failed to make their ground but can't hit the stumps.
டேட் த்ரோ
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
ச்சே முன்னூறு அடிக்கலாம்னு பார்த்தேன் அம்மா
Beaten on the drive.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my
மக்களே
reckoning.
லைவ் பார்க்குறோம் லைக் பண்ணுங்க கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க மக்களே இது ஒரு ஜஸ்ட் ஃபன்னான கேம் ப்ளே அதாவது ஆகஸ்ட்ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு ஐயோ இது
They'll
வந்து
get at
என்ன
least
சொல்றது?
one.
ஏஷியா கப் வரப்போகுது மக்களே ஏய் ஏஷியா கப்
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A
அந்த
lovely
ஏஷியா
shot
கப் டிபேட்
and
பண்ணிட்டு ஆட
good
போறாரு
running.
ஆக்சுவலி இந்தியா வர்சஸ் ஆஸ்திரேலியா ஆடி இருப்பேன் பட் அதே 2 நாள் ஆடிங்கிறேன் மூணாவது நாள் எதுக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு வேற ஒன்றும் இல்லை
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
கமெண்ட் மக்களே
India
282
weren't
சப்ஸ்கிரைபர்
given much of an
வந்தா
opportunity.
120
A very
சப்ஸ்கிரைபர்ஸ்
tidy
மக்களே
over.
டே
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not
எதுக்கு?
timing it at all. That's
எதுக்கு
poor
இந்த
play.
தேவையில்லாத ஷாட் யார் கேட்டா உனக்கு
Good shot. A beauty.
யார் கேட்டாங்க அந்த ஷாட்
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Nice shot, runs possible.
ஸ்பின்னர் எப்படா போற?
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Nicely off the mark.
I don't think there was any bat on that as they come
ODI
through for the
ODI
single.
மேட்ச் வந்துட்டு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம T20 மாதிரி ஆடிட்டு இருக்கோம். T20ல வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 260 ரன்ஸ் அடிச்சிட்டோம். இன்னும் ஒரு பால் இருக்குது. 8 விக்கெட் பறி கொடுத்துட்டோம்.
Right out of the middle.
Last ball 4 போய் விட்டது.
There was
64.
minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field
போடு
for
போடு போடு
four.
வேற level.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it.
Come on
Both
மக்களே,
sides
லைக்
need
பண்ணுங்க,
to
லைக்
inject
பண்ணுங்க,
some
கமெண்ட்
life
பண்ணுங்க,
into
ஷேர்
this
பண்ணுங்க,
game.
மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க மக்களே. தூக்கி அடிச்சிடுவேன் பாத்துக்க. அதனால பிடிச்சிடுறானே அவன். எங்க அடிக்கலாம்? எங்க அடிக்கலாம்? Hey,
Just need to settle down.
stupid boy.
The timing is off. These deliveries are there to be hit,
Look
but
at the
it's
ball,
a time for
man.
cool heads.
Look into the ball. டேய் ஓட்றா. ஓடுறா கைப்புள்ள.
Bit of a mix-up, but no harm done this time.
டேய் அந்த ஃபாஸ்ட் பால் என்னடா பண்றான்? No,
They
no,
make
no.
it home, but there should never have been the chance of a run out in the first place.
Big
போடா டேய்.
appeal.
சும்மா ஆவுடா.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Catch.
That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For
Cal.
someone with such batting skills, this
Cal
goes
பாருங்க.
down as a fail.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be
ஏய்
on the new
80 ரன் அடி
batter,
வாங்குன மக்களே.
who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket. Good batting. Get an opportunity to
Hey.
score and take it. Great work.
Catch.
Held their nerve while the ball was in the air.
டேய் catch.
Takes a good catch.
6 இல்லையா அது? ஏய் அட பாவி. அந்த ஷாட் அடிச்சது
The
பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சஹல்
innings
மக்களே
comes to a
சஹல்.
close. It's taken a while, but finally the 10 wickets fall. It's a big score, and it'll be tough to overhaul.
ஜடேஜா அவுட் ஆகி மக்களே. பெஞ்ச் சாம்சன். சிக்ஸு சிக்ஸு எல்லாம் ஒரு பக்கம் அடிச்சிருந்தான் ஷாட்டு. Rohit Sharma 103 for 4.
This is a
43 runs.
respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase.
Yeah, Mohammad Shami இருக்கிறான்ல அவன் தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் bowling பண்ணான்ல. He is the senior bowler of the innings.
Played down the wrong line on the first
What
ball.
a delivery.
Looking very solid to start the team's innings.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Adra, தூக்கிடுறா.
This could be out.
Very nice running there,
போட்டான்.
nothing too fancy, just good solid running to get things started.
Nicked it. Confident appeal. Could it be?
இல்ல பேட் அடிச்சாச்சு.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Edge. Amazing delivery. Huge appeal.
Out. Mohammad Shami continues his form.
And taken by the wicketkeeper. Brilliant bowling to get the edge.
That is Sanju Samson மக்களே.
The first wicket is
Sanju
down,
Samson.
back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at
ஒரு
the
ஓவர்
end as
முடிச்சு
it went through to the
விட்டது.
keeper.
Mohammad Shami ஒரு
That's
விக்கெட்
the
எடுத்தாரு.
over. Nepal
ஒரு
are
run
1
tap
for 2.
tie.
A lot of pressure coming to the
Deepak
crease.
Chahar.
Not had the best
Slow
of
தான்
weeks
போடுறாங்க.
leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. Misses everything.
Bit of a wild delivery. I'd have been calling that wise, but, well, the umpire didn't
கமெண்ட்
agree with
மக்களே
me.
லைக் பார்க்குறாங்க லைக் பண்ணுங்க கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு மக்களே நான் தான் உங்க டாம் தமிழ் கேமர் அதாவது இன்னும் 2 சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் வந்தா 120 சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் மக்களே
Edged. Strong appeal.
நாட் அவுட்
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
சே எதுக்குடா கத்துறீங்க
Really? That's just wasting everyone's time.
அதானே
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
And with that, they're off the mark.
நல்ல 4 வெஞ்சு பால் போட்டான்
Well placed. Should get a single. Collects that one. Simple as you like inside the ring.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Nepal seem happy to take 2 runs off that over. It's a 1 for 4.
Wait!
மக்களே எங்க போயிட்டீங்க இன்னைக்கு யாருமே இல்லையே
Massive edge.
ஐயோ விட்டுட்டானே
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
A beauty. Brilliant catch.
சஹால் கேட்ச் பிடிச்சிட்டா மக்களே சஹால்
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
சஹால் கேட்ச் எடுத்துட்டாரு. முகமது ஷமி 2 விக்கெட் எடுத்துட்டாரு. 3வது விக்கெட் ட்ரை பண்றாரு.
Straight to the fielder.
இங்க பார்த்தா டேய். அங்க போடுறா.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on that shot.
Catch.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Boundary, first boundary of the innings.
Too much room given. He came onto the bat really well, and a beautiful shot. That just raced away.
Gee, they're bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
தெரியும் கதாதா சும்மா காத்துறா மக்களே.
Trouble. Oh, gone.
யார்கிட்ட அவுட். Oh, out.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing
better?
display in the end. For someone
cut
with
from
such
Manana.
batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
நடா பேருது.
There'll be runs here.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square. That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
இன்னொரு பால் 2 பால் தான்.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wait!
End of the over, 2 runs added. Nepal are 3 for 10.
Wicket, come on.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
2 விக்கெட் எடுத்துட்டாரு. முகமது ஷமி இந்த விக்கெட் பவுல்ட். ஐயோ ஓடுறா ஓடுறா. அந்த பயம் இருக்கணும்.
Yep.
Gone, brilliant in the field.
எதுக்கு 2வது ரன்?
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure. And now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
கீ பேட்டரா யார் அது? ஓ வேற லெவல் டிஃபென்ஸ் இது.
Quick onto that in the infield.
பாலா பி பாலமுருகன் அப்படிதான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
Really good over. Takes a wicket, keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find the
ஜடேஜா பேட்டிங்
boundaries.
ஆட்டம் அதனால சஹால் எடுத்துக்கலாம்
The
வாங்க.
right armour is coming on to bowl from the scoreboard end.
போடும்டா.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. Makes it easy to just glance the ball off the pads and score easy runs.
Drives and misses everything.
கூகுளி
On the drive. The bowling's too good
could have
though.
said Gill
Great
like
line
that.
and length. Beats the edge.
பீட்ஸ் எஜ்ஜா.
Wow, that's missed the lot. It's It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway.
அது இருந்து அவுட் இல்லை, இவன் சும்மா கத்துவானுங்க அப்படின்றாரு.
That shot allows them to get off the mark.
Doesn't beat the infield.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely,
Virat
just
Kohli da,
too early on the
Virat
shot and
Kohli.
couldn't find a gap.
Comfortable single if they take it.
There was the single
Yeah.
on offer. Surprised really that they didn't want it.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the
Iyo.
batters.
என்ன அவன் பாட்டுக்கு ஓடிடுறான், அவன் பாட்டுக்கு வந்து ஓடுறான். வாடா போடுறான்.
Wait.
கமெண்ட் மக்களே, லைக் பார்க்குறவங்க லைக் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிடுங்க மக்களே.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good
ஓடுற
decision
மாதிரியே
not to
வச்சு
take on the
பண்றான்.
field.
அவன் ஓட மாட்டான்.
Wait there.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Yep.
லைட்ஸ் போட்டான் மக்களே.
Could that be out?
அது
Not
out.
so.
நல்லா ரன் அவுட்.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Couldn't find the gap. ஐயோ,
That delivery had everything. The ball's really swinging now. This one coming into the body and moving away and just missing the wickets.
Waiting.
வெயிட்டிங்.
Wait.
போல்டு.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
மக்களே எங்க போயிட்டீங்க இன்னைக்கு? யா பை யூ ఎందుకు
Yep, yep.
Great
ఏడికే
shot. At least one on offer.
എന്തായി എവിടെ പോയി?
Beaten on the drive. Big shout.
ஏய்,
Wait there.
தள்ளுடா.
End of the over. Nepal are 5 for 70.
Yep.
Mightn't get to the boundary. Should at least get a couple.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure.
இல்ல இல்ல வேணாம், ஆட்டம் நம்மளுக்கு என்ன சாலிட்.
Nice solid defensive shot.
பின்னாடிடா, பின்னாடி பி பிரஸ் பண்ணோம். ஓகே,
Brilliant diving stop.
வேற லெவல் ஃபீலிங். அதுக்குடா அவன் அடிக்கிற.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. They'll get at least one.
Well, that was just a little bit wide. Well picked up. Let the ball do all the work, really, to ease it down towards third.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
What?
Waiting.
Just threw the shot too early.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it.
Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Thick edge.
ஓட மாட்டானுங்களே.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Big appeal.
தூக்கல்றா.
Hey.
End of the over. End of the restrictions. I'm sure there'll be some big fielding changes coming. The captain can now put 4 fielders outside the circle.
Yep.
Just a little bit wide. Well picked up.
on,
And let the
Matu.
ball do all the work, really, just
One
to
like
nudge
to
it
reach
down towards
5
third.
likes மக்களே. 2 சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் வந்தா 120 சப்ஸ்கிரைபர்ஸ் மக்களே. 120 சப்ஸ்கிரைபர்ஸ்.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Yep. Bowler.
உள்ள வந்துட்டான். ஆல்ரெடி
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one.
கேட்
Tough
பார்க்கலாம்.
ball either way. Might be worth risking a review if they're
அவசரப்பட்டோமா?
right.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. How close is that? Could be the wicket. Clearly impact in line. Not much to argue there.
Missing.
Not hitting a thing. Ends up wasting a review.
Missing. ச்சே. வேற லெவல் பாலிங்.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on.
Yep.
Good pickup.
டேய் இங்க போடுறா.
Bowler is confident on this one.
டேய் இங்க போடுறா.
Going with spin now.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play. A little late on that. No runs scored.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Hold it down.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting batters build any momentum.
Waiting.
டேய் போடுறா. டேய் தூக்கி போட்டு விளாடுறாங்க மக்களே, தூக்கி போட்டு தூக்கிடுவேன் பார்த்துக்க.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Yep, yep. Wait there.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
சிக்ஸ் அடிங்க. நான் பாலிங் போட்டுன்னு இருக்கேன். நான் சிக்ஸ் அடிக்க முடியாது. வேணா ஃப்ரெண்டு பாட்டை கேட்டு பாரு. வாயா கிரிக்கெட் ஆடலாம்.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
அப்போ அவுட் பண்ணுங்க.
Yep.
பண்ணிட்டா
Great shot
போயிடுச்சு.
through the gap.
அதுதான் ஒரு 8 ஓவராக கஷ்டப்பட்டுன்னுக்குறேன். 5 ஓவர் 5 விக்கெட்டில் 5
Good
விக்கெட்
running,
5 ஓவரில்
just finding the
போயிடுச்சு.
gap, and that allows for rotation of
கேம்
the
இல்லை.
strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
லைவ் பார்த்துங்கிறேன்னா நீ பார்க்குற லைவ் காட்ட மாட்டேங்குது. ஓ
Waiting.
Loud shout. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
அடிக்க மாட்டேங்கிறான்.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
சரி வரியா விளையாடுன்ட்டு. ஐயோ போல்டுச்சு.
Well placed. Should get a single. Nepal seem happy to take 2 runs off that over. It's our 5 for 37. Good batting. Get an opportunity to score and take it. A couple on offer here.
வேலை வரேன். நான் இந்த மேட்ச் முடிச்சுட்டு வந்துடுறேன் நான். போடு.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
டே பிக் போட்டு விளாடுங்கடா. சாப்பிட்றதுனா சாப்பிட்டுக்கோ. அப்புறம் கேமில் போய் நான் சாப்பிட போகிறேன்னு சொல்லாத.
Yep.
Big edge.
எடுச்சு.
Where's that going?
எங்க
Didn't
போகுது
time
கீழே
it at
தான்
all,
போகுது
but managed to get it away to the boundary. No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. That was good, patient batting. Just waited for it and guided it easily down to third.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters
Drinks break,
quiet.
நானும் கொஞ்சம் தண்ணி குடிக்கிறேன்
Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Edge! What a ball!
புடுறா 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 தூக்கடா தூக்கடா ஓடுறா 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 ஓடுறா
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. There's a run here, surely.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
நானும் பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கேன் அடிச்சிட்டே இருக்கேன்
Straight to the fielder.
ஐய் என்னடா பண்ற
Not the ideal way of handling that ball. Huge appeal.
Waiting.
That's the over. Nepal are 5 for 46.
விக்கெட் ஒரு மாட்டேங்குது மக்களே 5 ஓவர் நல்ல விக்கெட் போயிடுச்சு அதுக்கப்புறம் போகிறதுக்காக கஷ்டம்
There'll be runs here.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
என்ன பண்ணலாம்
Yep, yep.
ஓட ஓட காடை பேத்துறானே அவன் மக்களே 3 பேர் பார்க்குறீங்க 2 சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் வந்தா 120 சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் மக்களே கேட்ச்
Massive edge. Strong appeal. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
End of the over, 3 runs coming from it. Nepal are 5 for 49.
Yep, yep.
அடிச்சிடு நாட் அவுட்
Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire.
அவுட்டா
A long walk
Sanjay,
back to the
wicket at the
pavilion. This has
Sanjay.
not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
சஞ்சய்
Just threw the shot too early.
Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Confident appeal. Could it be?
இல்லை அது எனக்கு தெரிகிறது.
Get on.
கமெண்ட் மக்களே பார்க்குறோம். லைக் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிடுங்க மக்களே. ஐயோ,
Edged it. An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it.
Keeper.
பார்த்துட்டான். சே,
Really? That's just wasting
இல்ல, அதோ
everyone's
wicket.
time.
சேர்றா அவன் டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணல. வா.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
கமெண்ட் மக்களே பார்க்குறோம். லைக் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க. நான் தான் உங்க டாப் தமிழ் கேமர். ஐயோ,
Edged.
outside.
They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost
Shabba.
every fielder is asking the question.
இந்த விக்கெட் எடுத்துக்குள்ள மேப் பார்க்குற அவஸ்தை இருக்கே. ஐயோ யோ 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 யோ.
Oh, that is a great catch.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
50 விக்கெட். சி,
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
அடே அட்ரா டே. ஒரு விக்கெட் எடுத்துறேன். 4 விக்கெட் ஆகும். ஏன் இப்படி பண்ற?
Waiting.
அடிச்சிட்டான்.
Doesn't beat the infield. End of a really good over, taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the scoreboard end.
ஹார்திக் பாண்டியா.
Yep.
ஐயோ, ஹார்திக் பாண்டியா வந்தானா காரி ஓடுறாயா?
Nothing
Sorry,
really wrong
yeah.
with the delivery.
My bad.
Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
இந்த பால் அடிச்சு பாருடா டேய்.
Yep.
அடி. அடிங்களா?
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
கண்ணன வர சொல்லுங்க.
Wait on. Yep.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
நான் ஸ்லோவா போட்டா அவனும் ஸ்லோ ஆடுறான். வா.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
ஏய், ஆடுறா.
It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway.
எப்படியும் அவுட் இல்லை, ஆனால் அப்பீல் பண்ணவே பண்ணுவாங்க.
A little late on that, no run scored.
End of the over, 6 off it. Nepal are 7 for 58. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Loud appeal.
யாருங்கடா? சஹாலுடா. விக்கெட் எடுப்போம்டா. கண்ணன வர சொல்லுங்க.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Lamishane will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
லாமிஷன் என்னடா பாலரை வந்துட்டு ஸ்ட்ராங் ஸ்டார்ட் டு தி இன்னிங்ஸா? விட்டு
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
அடிக்க மாட்டான்
Lamachani shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it. No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
la 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 la. ஐயோ இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் டைம் பண்ணியிருந்தா கோலில் இருக்குமா இதை பார்க்கலாம் அப்படியே மெடின் பண்ணலாம் இந்த ஒரு மெடின் ஆகுமா இல்லையா ஆச்சா
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. End of a truly superb over. Takes an important wicket, doesn't concede any runs. What more can you ask for?
வா
Waiting.
அதாவது அவன் பாலிங்
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot.
அதாவது
Couldn't find a gap.
போட்டு மேடின் ஓவர் பண்ணிட்டான் இதுக்கப்புறம் உனக்கு என்ன வேணும் வேற என்ன வேணும் அப்படின்றான்
Wait on. Yep.
Mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Bowler.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Hardik Pandya, can he get a wicket in this over?
Yep.
They'll get at
Oh.
least one.
What on a board here?
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
நான் அவுட் ஆக மாட்டேங்க ரெண்டு விக்கெட்
And with
எடுத்து
that, they're off the mark.
ச்சே எடுத்துடுறா அடா சஹல் எட் பண்ண
Very
விக்கெட்
full, spray the ball a bit, but they're content leaving it alone.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too, not many opportunities to score. Misses everything.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
சொல்லுங்க
Wow, that's missed the lot. Big shout.
He needs a wicket desperately.
Waiting.
Bold
Lamachani was maybe a
bold
bit
ஆக்கணும்டா.
too eager. The ball wasn't really there to play that shot.
Beaten on the drive. Big appeal.
Wait there.
Just threw the shot too early.
Good piece of fielding to stop some
Parallel
runs.
fielding.
Lamachani shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Another maiden
The end
over
of
by
another over
Chahal.
that sees no runs added. The bowling has just been too good. These batters have got to find a way to score runs.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Solid defence, very compact.
அவனே அடிக்கிறாங்க மக்கள் எல்லாரும்
Waiting.
unable to get the scoreboard moving.
ரெண்டு விக்கெட் எடுக்கணும் மக்களே. டேய் அவுட் ஆகுங்கடா. எனக்கே போர் அடிக்குது.
Didn't hit that well, very late in playing the shot.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Just threw the shot too early.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for two.
போடு. யாருக்கிட்ட? என்கிட்டே வா. என்கிட்டே வா. ஷோபா. இன்னைக்கு என்ன ஆயிடுச்சு? ஏன் யாருமே இல்லை? எங்கே போனாங்க?
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
5 லைக் வந்துட்டோம் மக்களே. Thank you for your love and support மக்களே.
Couldn't get it through the field.
எப்படா போ விக்கெட் வந்து? கேட்ச் புட்றா. ஐயோ.
End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting batters build any momentum.
Change of bowling, the finger spinner is coming on to bowl.
Waiting.
Got right in
டொக்கு
behind
வச்சிட்டான்.
it.
டொக்கு வச்சிட்டான். இங்க தூக்கி
Right over the top of it. Nicely smothering the spin there.
அடே இந்த 2 விக்கெட் ரொம்ப படுத்துறானே. மூஞ்சிட்டு லைவ் முடிச்சிட்டு சாப்பிட போலான்னு பார்த்தா போடா.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Coming in at number 11.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit, maybe. Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
கோலி.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
ஷோ பண்ணா ஆனால் யாரும் இல்லை.
Waiting.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. It's too easy just to glance the ball off the pads and take the easy runs.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Puppy.
A couple on offer here.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Inning started. Yay.
Waiting.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters.
For 70.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
I'm ready.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Bowler is confident on this one.
Ah.
Well placed. Should get a single.
ஒரே ஒரு விக்கெட் மக்களே.
Waiting.
அவுட் ஆயி தொலை
Straight to the fielder.
மாட்டேங்கிறானுங்களே.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky
Jadeja
not to be hit the boundary.
Yeah.
Ah. ஐயோ.
That's the end of a very good over. Good
நான்
pressure
30
being
ஓவர்
put on the
அடிப்பீங்கடா,
batters.
அவுட் ஆகுங்கடா. எனக்கு 30 ஓவர் ஆடலடா.
Lovely bowling.
Nice ball.
Great control from the hand. A lovely bit of bowling induced the full shot. It just dipped a little and unlucky not to get the reward.
Wait.
నేను 20 ఓవర్తో ఆడినా.
Drives and misses everything. Loud shout. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Waiting.
என்ன போடலாம்? ஏதாவது போடு. என்ன பண்றது?
Wait
அவுட் ஆகி
on.
தொலை மாட்டேங்கிறானுங்க.
The end of the over. Frustration for the batting side as another over
அவங்களுக்கு
goes
இல்லடா,
by
எனக்கு
without any
frustration.
runs. This has really got to change.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Yep.
டேய் அவுட்
Timed it
ஆகுங்கடா.
nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd
அவுட்
think.
ஆக மாட்டேங்கிறானுங்களே. அவுட் ஆக மாட்டேங்கிறாங்களே. பால.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot. Good running.
Wait on.
இன்னைக்கு உங்க வீட்ல எல்லாம் என்ன ஸ்பெஷல்? சொல்லுங்க மக்களே.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot ball.
Wait there.
Quick onto that in the infield. Gee, they're bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over.
Prince இருக்கா? Will Chahal get another wicket? No.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Strong appeal.
Out. Tigra. Ada Martin क्या बोले? Out.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
No, 30 ஓவரான பேர் அடினா.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Gong! Bowled in. That's the way to finish it off. Hitting the stumps.
எவ்வளவு நேரம் கடத்திட்டு நிப்பான்.
India get the final wicket. A brilliant bowling display to take the 10 wickets and the victory.
ஒரு விக்கெட். இரண்டாவது விக்கெட். Run out. Run out. Run out. Ora. Jayita, darlo le stamp. Catch. LB. LB. Boundary. Ball. தூக்கிட்ட விக்கெட். Man of the match வந்து ரோஹித் சர்மா. ரோஹித் சர்மா மக்களே, ரோஹித் சர்மா. இதில் பெஸ்ட் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா முகமது ஷமி 10 hours. அவசரப்பட்ட மக்களே, இல்லைன்னா டபுள் செஞ்சு வச்சிருப்பான் ரோஹித் சர்மா. கிட்டத்தட்ட 9 hours சஹால். அதில் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 3 மேடின் போட்டார், 16 runs கொடுத்துட்டாரு, 2 wicket எடுத்துட்டாரு. ஜடேஜா நல்லா தான் பாலிங் போட்டான். 7 overs 42 balls 13 runs 1 wicket. Not bad. லீடிங் ரன் ஸ்கோரர் நான் தான், ரோஹித் சர்மா 103. பெஸ்ட் bowling வந்து எஸ் பராட் 4 விக்கெட்டு 42 ரன்னு. India won by 188 runs. இது சிமுலேட்டர், இது நாயா வாங்கணும். இங்கே சாரி, இதுவும் ஸ்டிப்புலேட்டர், இதுவும் ஸ்டிப்புலேட்டர். இங்கே இருக்கு பாருங்க, இந்தியா வர்சஸ் பாகிஸ்தான். ம் அங்கே அதாவது இந்தியா எதுலையுமே இல்லை, ரோஹித் சர்மா ஒன்று இதில் மட்டும் தான் இருக்கான். ஓகே, இன்னைக்கு லைவ் முடிச்சிட்டோம். நாளைக்கு இந்தியா வர்சஸ் பாகிஸ்தான் மக்களே மேட்ச் இருக்கு. இந்தியா வர்சஸ் பாகிஸ்தான், மறந்துடாதீங்க, மருந்தும் இருந்துடாதீங்க. ஓகே மக்களே, இதோட லைவ் முடிச்சுக்கிறேன். தேங்க்யூ, டாட்டா, பாபாய், குட் நைட், ஸ்வீட் ட்ரீம்ஸ், பாபாய்.